Welcome, everybody. This is being recorded. For those that couldn't make it on the call, we have some people in Hawaii that this is a little early for them to chime in because they're still at work and stuff. So, but we do want to welcome everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. You can give me kind of a thumbs up, wave, or something. Thumbs down. Jim, don't pick your nose.
So, hey, you're not supposed to tell them.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we want to welcome all of you, and we're going to get right into it. There's so many exciting things that Take Shape is doing, and there's a lot of products, new things. And so we're going to go through them. We're going to try to hit the highlights. There's no way we can go extensively into all of them, but Jeffrey did a wonderful job of putting a presentation together, which I guess Jeffrey's going to do with his people later on tonight. So I'm going to share screen, Jeffrey. And did you want to share screen and roll it from there, or you want me to share it, roll from here? I don't hear you, Jeffrey. There we go.
Whichever you prefer. I've got it up, but you can share it from you if you want.
Okay, I'll do share screen, and everybody let me know when they can see it.
Claudia joined us too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. There we go. And can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically saying what's new with TSFL, all these things come out of convention, and even last night on the Miller's Zoom call, they let us know there's more products still to come. What that is, I'm not sure, but we're going to get right into it. And Jeffrey, I'll let you take the first little bit here, okay?
Great. Thank you, by the way, for inviting me to participate in this. So I tried to bullet point all of the new things that rolled out at convention and things that are still a little bit vague. So tonight what we'll cover is the new B-Slim enhancements, which coordinates with the new variety packs. Take a look at the automated client support emails that just got announced on Coach Connection a couple of hours ago. Revisit Dr. A's new ebook and how you might be able to use that to re-engage past clients or integrate some new clients. Cover briefly the San Francisco incentive as well as the Cancun incentive. Graze over a little bit about the new sleep products. Like you said, Terry Miller mentioned there's more coming. And then the last thing is the new client and coach acquisition tools moving forward from there.
Okay. On the B-Slim enhancements, something that's changing as of August 1st is the shipping requirements, and they're actually reintroducing the rewards now. And there's some other little things too. But any order over $150, but under $250, there's going to be a flat $5 shipping fee. At first glance, oh no, my clients, they used to order $150 where they get free shipping. The key thing there to point out to your client is that 5%, even if it's right at $150, that 5% equates to $7.50, which comes off their next order. And automatically, whatever they get on their B-Slim comes off. And then, of course, if you do $250 or more, it's a 10%, which is $25. If it's a $300, that means you get $30 off your, and all the shipping's free on that. So really the best deal for your clients will be, of course, to do the $250 because they're getting free shipping and they're getting that 10% back.
I wanted to add too that with the amount of boxes they're getting, it's not a bad idea to ask them to order a few extra meal replacements.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
You don't want them cutting right to because some overuse their products and then they're out. We don't want that.
This is basically the explanation of what each, they call it the optimal kit, the Discover kit, the basic kits. Jeffrey, why don't you go ahead and explain these?
Yeah, what's great about the new variety packs is they've, first of all, created them in a way that keeps all of them under $300. So if ever we've come across people who the $399 figure may be a little bit daunting for them, Take Shape for Life has come up with 3 different variety packs that are under $300. You've got the basic kit, which is essentially 15 boxes of meal replacements. The Discover kit is those same 15 meals or boxes of meals plus Dr. A's Discover Your Optimal Health book, or the Optimal Kit, which is essentially replacing the fully integrated variety pack as it is for the next couple of days, has those 15 boxes of meal replacements plus Dr. A's Habits of Health book, as well as the Living a Longer, Healthier Life companion guide. So a lot of coaches are leaning in that direction because obviously to integrate your clients, and because what we'll talk about in a moment, a lot of the dialogue on these automated emails that will be coming out later guide the client back to those two books. So giving the client the best option for success. So there's, just as there always has been, also there's 3 different versions of those 3 versions. So one is the MetaFast favorites. One of them is the on the go. So it'll be all the grab and go things. And for our clients who have a gluten allergy or choose to be gluten-free, there's also a gluten-free kit as well. And remember, those are all 15 boxes as opposed to the 20 that we had before. However, Newbie Slim members will get 5 free boxes, which brings them up to 20 boxes in any of these orders. However, like what Sue was saying, it's going to be really important for us to visit with our clients depending where they live, because some people have about a 7-day window to have their food shipped. So if you only have if you have 4 weeks of food, 28 days, what happens to those other 2 days plus the shipping time? So we really need to be conscientious about probably placing an extra 3 boxes on these orders. But nevertheless, it just gives us a great way to introduce clients into these 3 new great variety packs.
Right. And what you do, especially on a new client, is you introduce this, they'll get the free food and stuff, and you as the coach guide them. I mean, it's really important. So if they choose to stay under the $300 and just going to go with that 20, you as a coach have to remind yourself, and this is just on the client sheet or whatever, that that client's date needs to be moved up a few days to just for safety. And of course, a lot of coaches are now calling it optimal kit plus 3, which they say we're going to throw 3 more boxes in there. And again, this is money related in the sense of keeping it under $300. But again, money shouldn't be the reason. If you're a good coach that you all are, guiding them and getting, I mean, I never had a problem when it went to 330. So, so much more about that. So, okay. Automatic client support emails. This is probably, and I'll steal Jeffrey's thunder because I know he wanted to talk about this, but I'll talk about it. It says August 1 there. There's been conflicting reports. If you go into Coach Connection, it actually says the clients sign up August 11th on will start getting these emails. They're on our co-branded website as early as the 6th. Isn't that right, Jeffrey?
That is correct. At least the latest data that was on Coach Connection, it showed that clients will start getting them on, they can opt in as of the 11th, but we will have access to those. Down in the bottom right, you can see what it looks, sort of what it'll look like. And we'll have access to those starting on the 6th, which allows us to still reach out to our clients and send them the day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as we go. And I think the important thing to realize, there was some confusion, and I haven't experienced it firsthand, but it will be an opt-in system so that the day before a client starts, it empowers them. It also, we should remind them, but it empowers them to go in and click, yes, I would like actual support. Please send me this support. Yeah. So, and the big thing is that we no longer have to focus so much on the technical things, because I don't know about anybody else, but if I forget day 3, then I call them on day 4 and I say, I was sorry, I forgot you. Now Take Shape for Life has taken care of that, so we can just love on our clients, right, which is really what we're best at.
And what this does, it just gives a tremendous arm to coaching. Now, I will say that most of us call our clients the night before they're going to start. What a perfect time to see what questions they have and everything, but also to make sure they opt in for these emails. That means every morning they'll get up and that email will be in their box. And it's a short 1.5 minute video. Yeah. It says something that it's going to help us coach, help us get the message across. This is probably the most exciting thing that I saw, because like you said, if you got hung up or called and didn't get a hold of the person for whatever reason, they're still going to get that email. Of course, on our coaching arm part of it, we say, how do you like that video? How did you like that video? What did you think of that video? And of course, if they're not watching them, we got to encourage them. That's part of the coaching. And like Jeff said, love on the people and love them into, because this is really a good, strong arm.
And there's short videos.
Yes.
So there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Well, the other great thing is that we can talk to her blue in the face, but some people don't hear the message from us. So now they're going to hear from Lisa Castro and Laurie Anderson. And so it just, it adds extra credibility and accountability on different levels.
Yeah, this is going to be tremendous.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I'm going to stop right here. Any questions? I don't want to go too far down the road, and so if you have just ask it. There's no dumb question.
Real quickly. So Jeffrey, you were suggesting beside the 20 boxes, get on the B Slim at the 15 plus 5, to consider doing 3 more boxes. Is that what you were saying? So 23 total. So
yeah, because in the past, if you got the fully integrated variety pack, it was 20 boxes plus 4, and it got them through their month. Now, I think it also gives us a chance to talk to people because, truth be told, how many clients do you have that were perfect on plan for the whole month and ran out? Or how many of them had a binge night and ate a whole box of S'mores Crunch bars?
Right.
I think it's up to us to have that dialogue and let them know, here's the reality of it. 5 meals a day for 28 days is 20 boxes. However,
we had that problem with Brandy. She kept all our bars.
So that's about $39 you're saying, Jack, for the total then?
That would be back up to that $339.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember the slides. We'll go up here. I don't want to talk about that. I think let me look.
Yeah, it'll come up a little bit later.
Will it come up later? You know what I'm looking for? Okay. The Dr. A's new ebook, again, probably the most profound tool. And I'm going to tell you, if you haven't, you can go to, I've got it cut off on the screen or I can't see what it says, but it's move. Not going to move for me. It's you can download the thing. It's a tremendous. And what this is designed for, this ebook is designed for pre-clients, for past clients, and for anyone that 7 days they're waiting on the food. This is a perfect thing to read. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour. It is just, it feels like Dr. A's talking right to your heart. And as a client, this will be a great tool. I've been using it as a tool for a lot of pre-clients. And then I sent it to some past clients and I sent it to all of our active clients. It said, please read this. But it's just powerful. It just gets right to the heart. Jeffrey?
Well, I think what I've also done is I use it as a follow-up piece. So I'm calling every person who's ever been touched by Take Shape or a pre-client and saying, hey, I was just following up. And by the way, Dr. A just released his new ebook. And what's cool about it is it talks about making healthier choices in every aspect of our life. I thought you might take a look at it, and I'd love to get your feedback. So what it does is it allows people to realize that we're not just talking about weight and diet by suggesting that it's about making healthy choices in every aspect of life. And it gives me a second touch. So I called them, then I sent it, then I called and said, what did you think? Well, I haven't opened it yet. Okay, well, when you do, give me a call back. So it just gives us a reason to have a conversation.
It's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
My suggestion is when you get off the Zoom meeting tonight, download it and read it, and you'll say 30 people will rush to your mind who you want to send this to. Like,
and it's www.tsfldownload.com, and you'll be straight to it, so it's easy.
Okay, first incentive. I'll take it. This is one is that they're going to give 8 special people or coachships a trip to San Francisco with Dr. A. And to get this, it's really, everybody starts on equal grounds on this, is that in the months of August and September, every new coach that you bring on and take to senior coach, in other words, you get them on, that's our goal anyway, we want to get that base, so you get them on and become senior coaches. The top 4 coaches in the organization that brings on the most senior coaches in August and September, the top 4 will be awarded to go to San Francisco. Everybody else, that means if you go out there and you get one coach to senior coach between now and well, actually August 1st through September, your name will go into a drawing, and they're going to draw 4 people's names. So if you're a big business builder, you're going to have a good shot at the first 4 slots. But even I think of Brian Drollinger on his Saturday drawing, one person had 1 ticket. There was 4,800 tickets in the drawing, and one person had 1 ticket and won $500 to go to convention. So I say, what more do you want? This is an incentive to go out and acquire new coaches, of course, and take them to senior coach.
And I think one thing that's great about that, Jack, so the reason I put on there, see me privately, is I've learned that, and hopefully some of the coaches on the call tonight are mentoring coaches as well, and will continue to do so. But to ask them, gosh, does a trip to San Francisco with 7 other health coaches to have one-on-one mentoring with Dr. A and Dan Bell excite you? Because it won't excite everyone. I also know that it's at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel in San Francisco, which is my favorite hotel. So I'm excited. But it's about talking to your coaches to find out if that excites them. And it is cool because the top 4 are the coaches who bring on the most senior coaches. But that doesn't mean the second 4 people aren't just, you could maybe sponsor 1 coach in August or September and be one of those other 4 that get to go. So it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. It is. And there's nothing like that mentoring with Dr. A. So.
At a nice hotel.
Oh, what's this, Jeffrey? What's
Oh, I had fun finding pretty pictures for this slide. So my apology is that I don't know which resort it's at. These are all 3 of the Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun. There are 3 of them. And I think I only heard on one call they actually said it was a Secrets resort, and I wrote it down. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's been announced that way yet, but this is just an incentive trip starting August 1st, rolling through the end of January, for all coaches who raise their baseline points by 25 points over that period of time. And I don't think we're going to go into the details of that specifically because it gets a little complicated. Plus, they're not technically posted yet. I might have called some special friends to find out, but whatever. And but the point of the matter is that, again, it's just about building your business. It's about acquiring coaches. And if you acquire coaches because you're driven by the San Francisco trip, you're going to be on track for this amazing incentive trip to Cancun in March, all expenses paid in the early part of March, to one of these resorts.
So one of the things is when he says exclusive resort, that usually means you go in, they put a band on you, and then everything that's in there is free. And I don't know if that's what they're going to do this time.
That's what they've done before.
That they've done that before. Yeah. But even that, if they go there, they give. If it's not that way, they give you money. It's a trip worth right now. So the initial one to San Francisco only lasts 2 months, and basically it's to get us going to build senior coaches, to get coaches in and build senior coaches. But the point system that they're doing for the Cancun one goes for 6 months, and every time you build a senior coach, that's a point. And everyone's got to get 25 points more than what they're averaging. And we'll go, if you're interested in the Cancun thing, see me privately for more details, and we'll take yours out. We'll see what yours is, what you got to do. But this is the time, and I would use the first incentive to drive this incentive because the first one will actually get you here a lot easier. So, okay?
And another thing to just talk to your coaches about, to say, gosh, does Cancun excite you? If so, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. So, go ahead, Jeffrey.
So another cool thing that's come out, and sorry we're going through it so quick, but there's just so many awesome things that Take Shape has rolled out. But we talk about the habits of health, and healthy sleep is one of those. But we haven't necessarily had something tangible to offer to our clients to assist them other than philosophically with their healthy sleep. But now Take Shape for Life has come out with this product line, the new sleep products, which is exclusive to Take Shape for Life. Medifast clients who go through any of the other vehicles other than Take Shape for Life do not have access to this. And it's a combination of, there's a relaxing gum, a stress relieving, it has a component inside of the gum that helps relieve stress. There's a melatonin supplement, not intended for daily use, but when you're traveling to help you regulate your sleep patterns. There is there's a great eye patch and earplugs for people who travel a lot, who, external noise and light is not helpful to our sleeping. And then there's this wonderful quilt that helps regulate our body temperatures, because as we know, when our body temperature drops is when we fall into our sleep. But sometimes if we get hot at night, we wake up. So Take Shape for Life has developed this amazing quilt with, there's a whole bunch of technical words that I don't remember all the words to it, but another way to wrap our clients in more than just a philosophy of sleep, but actually the tools that can help them sleep better. All of these products are all fully commissionable and exclusive to Take Shape for Life. So again, another thing to talk to our clients about if you don't have anything else to talk to them about.
Wow, he makes me want to go out and buy one right now. Good job.
Oh, there's tea in there too. I forgot there's a sleepy time tea.
Another thing is that I know Jan's on the call, and she did a little research on this blanket. And Jan, can you come in just for a few seconds and share what you found out about blankets that are on the market like this one?
Yeah, I looked online and just to find out what our clients would find if they looked online, because people are going to do that. And I didn't know what far infrared was. I listened to Dr. A say it like 16 times and went, what is he saying? So I got back to the room and I Googled what I thought it was and I found somebody at convention who used to work with Nikon. It's a Japanese company with magnets. If you're familiar with them, I really admire their science. And so I didn't know that, but she said they had a far infrared blanket. So I thought, well, I'm going to look it up. So I looked up their far infrared blanket and found out their king size blanket is $699. So ours is half of that. And they also made claims which we're not making yet. But if your clients go online, what claims they're going to find is that it is a stress reducer, that it helps you lose weight, that it helps with arthritis, helps with pain, and it helps with temperature regulation like we know. So there's all kinds of things that it helps with. It's put together with ceramic fibers, and it works on the basis of those fibers and the ions in your body to regulate temperature, both to cool and to warm. And so we're not the only ones with the blanket, but we are the ones that our blanket, I'm sure, is just as good as theirs is, but it's half the price.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Jan, for that.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the company. They're not going to make any claims that they can't back up. And so, but yeah, it looks like a great thing. Okay. This is pretty exciting. The ones that went convention, and if you were able to get them before they ran out. The thing about these new guides, and of course there's the guide, and then there's a guide with the DVD, which is similar to what we had before. But the beauty about creating a healthier you, and also the coaching one, which I'll show right here. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe they're both right there. Is you basically, they've taken what they used to do on slides when you go to meetings, and they put it into a book where you can build that relationship. You can talk to your client, and everything's laid out there that you're going to talk about. It's just there. And of course you get to know your client. It's very relational driven.
Ask questions.
You're asking them questions. It gets to the point on both of them. Very, very, I have not used one yet. I've went through it a couple times, but I haven't got to use it yet. Jeffrey?
Well, I think I've got one of the client ones here, and it's just really easy to walk through. Like you were saying, it simplifies, and you literally can read word for word and fill in the blanks. And what I also love specifically about the coach acquisition tool is as we start going pro, as Dr. A says, and taking our businesses very seriously, if you think about, if you have a day job per se, when you're interviewing someone, don't you want to also sell yourself well and add credibility to the integrity of what we do? So the coach acquisition one comes in a white folder with the brochure or the interview guide, as well as the compensation guide, as well as the income disclosure statement and the trilogy wheel. So when you sit down with a prospective coach, it's all, well, I don't have one right here, but you've got your stuff together. So when you sit down, they go, oh, this isn't just some sort of weird little diet club going on. This guy's legit. He's a healthcare provider and takes his job seriously. So would you not want to acquire professionals to work with as opposed to amateurs? And it sets the stage for that.
And what happens is it's kind of like a little cheat sheet. It keeps you on course. Yeah. You know the flow that should get going. And pretty soon, like everything, you get really good at it. And you can flow through these just so smoothly. But I'm excited because a new coach can learn this tool very, very quickly.
Plus, we run out of questions. I don't know if you've ever done that. I mean, we just run out of questions, and so this keeps us like right on point.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. So. Oh, pick up the phone. What should I talk about? Okay, Jeffrey, that has to be your line because I don't remember that one.
So what I have realized, and I don't know if anybody else is in this boat, but we use email, we use Facebook, and we use texts a lot. But for some reason, this thing still is scary to pick up. And so yesterday I challenged myself. First of all, I wrote out my share list again and just started at the top and said, okay, I'm done just sending emails. I do it all the time. Pick up the phone and call people so that you can find out what's going on. So the question, and if you'll go ahead and scroll down, Jack, is if you or any of your coaches find yourself in that situation, I wanted to simplify it down. Let's all go back to basics and say, well, gosh, what am I going to talk about? First of all, know your story. And if you're not familiar or haven't gotten a lot of clarity on it, work with your business coach and your mentor. But essentially, before Take Shape for Life, I was X overweight, feeling slow and sluggish. Then I discovered Take Shape for Life from my mom, who lost 150 pounds. And since then, I not only lost 30 pounds, kept it off for 3 years, but have clarity in my mind, purpose in my life, and have decided to pay it forward and teach others to do the same. Do you know anyone who could use some help like that? So that's the first thing that I'm sort of teaching some of my coaches is know your story. It's your in. And if you're not clear on it, get with Jack and Sue, get with your business mentors and role play it out. Because once you hammer that down, that's a game changer. So that's the first thing that I would say with the phone is knowing your story. Want to scroll down, Jack?
Oh, sorry. I was just listening.
So interested.
Yeah.
The next thing is again, if you or your coaches are not afraid of the phone and you're not afraid to share your story, stop listening. But if you know anyone who struggles with that, blink your eyes if you ever have struggled with that. First of all, I have learned, don't be afraid. I was scared yesterday when I started. Every day I start over, I'm still scared and I don't know what I'm scared of. But I want to, implore everyone, don't be afraid. Just take action because I promise the second call is going to be easier than the first and the third easier than the second. And most important, don't be attached to the outcome. So far, nobody that I've talked to, and I talked to 25 messages and human beings, 25 people, nobody said, don't call me anymore, Jeffrey. I don't like you. Nobody's going to say that to you. So share your story. We're on this call because we believe in what we have to offer. And then the big thing is follow up. And there'll be a slide coming up in a moment, but what do we follow up with? Oh, maybe it's Dr. A's book that we should follow up with. So as I mentioned before, once you've picked up the phone, you've shared your story, you've developed a relationship, you get off the phone, then do you want to follow up with a little, this is just a newsletter I created, but something pretty to send to people that will catch their attention, give them the easy link to download the book, and be able to follow up. Something else you might want to talk about on the next slide, we have snacks. Anybody eaten 5 bags of the popcorn
Oh, no.
in a row yet?
2 in a row.
That's going to be a problem, but
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
The sea salt or the bomb.
Exactly. So snacks, again, remember we're in the segment of this part where it's what do I talk to my clients about? I'm just throwing a whole bunch of things out and hopefully you'll pick 1 or 2. So snacks is another one.
Yes.
Let's see, what else is down there? Okay, here's another great one. And I think, Jack, you were alluding to this. I'll graze over it and you can fill in the blank. But
okay.
Wouldn't it be great if you, because a lot of people we've got a couple of days left in the month. Do we wait till August 1st to put people on the Newbie Slim or do we get them started now? Well, first of all, if they're ready to get started now, don't wait. But I had a misconception. I thought the benefits would be better if I waited till August 1st. But then I crunched some of the numbers. And if you have a client who's planning to be on program for 2 months and you sign them up on the B Slim Club today, they're going to get 4 free boxes, not the 5. They're going to get the 4 on the current B Slim, but they're going to get that this month, and they're still going to get that next month, because if you're a current B Slimmer getting those benefits, you're going to get it next month. So the value of that is $66. So if you multiply that by 2, the savings to them on their free boxes is $132, plus later they'll get the rewards. Now, if you have a client who thinks they're only going to be on program for 1 month, 5 free boxes is valued at $84.75. So their savings just in 1 month is going to be better. So wouldn't it be great to us to call up a client and say, gosh, what were you looking for? Oh, you're looking for just 30 days? We obviously know that they're probably going to do more than that. But wouldn't it be great to listen to them, figure out what they're looking for, and then say, well, gosh, based on what you said, I think it would be better for you to wait till August 1st, or actually it'd be better if we get you started right now so that you can take advantage of these benefits that are going to change starting on the 1st. Does that make sense?
Yes. One of the things I do want to point out that we haven't mentioned is on B Slim. Once you're on B Slim and your order goes past 61 days, in other words, you're on B Slim, but let's say you're on maintenance and you kick your order out and it goes past the 61 days, they will make you inactive. And if my understanding, I'm trying to get clarification, that means even if you go back on B Slim for auto ship, I think there's shipping's on you from that moment forth. Is that right, Jeffrey? Is that what you understood?
To the best of my knowledge, that is correct. And that's actually a really wonderful point. Again, think about it. If you had a previous client that their B Slim was, not quite consistent on the 1st, if you look back in your Office in Motion and see, like, run a B Slim report, and anyone you think might have not placed an order in a while, if their last order was before June 2nd, by the time August 1st hits, it'll be the 61st day and they will be considered inactive. They will not get the savings. They will not get the free shipping. So wouldn't it be great if you were proactive and called and said, gosh, Jack, I was just checking in online. I hope you're doing great, but there's this new B Slim benefits, but I realize you're outside of that 60-day window to get those benefits. You still have a couple days if you'd like to, order a box of ours on your B Slim. It'll keep you active and functioning to get the free shipping. Would you like to do that, Jack? And then put it on to them. So, yes.
Jack, this is Carolyn. I have a question.
Yes, Carolyn.
I really want you to get that clarified, because if someone goes back on B Slim and they want to reactivate, they have to pay their shipping on that next order. But if we don't start sliding them into the benefits of futures, the 5% and 10% rewards, there really won't be any reason for them to stay on B Slim, because it won't matter. Every time they order, they're going to have to pay shipping.
Right. And
so we need to clarify it. I got the impression it was just on the first order that they place after going back on B Slim. So I think that's really critical to know whether it's from then on or because they have no benefit then of going back on the B Slim program. They'll just order willy-nilly.
Yeah,
right?
That's the clarification we've asked for, because they weren't real. I was kind of, because I asked Tinter, because she's the one that did the video on it, and I said, so somebody 1 year out, they lost their weight, but all of a sudden they find themselves overweight a year later, and they want to come back into be slim, and because they're inactive, does that mean they pay for that first shipping and then they free after that, or is it pay? So we're waiting for clarification on that. So believe me, the company wants to do what's right. They surely don't want to put a hindrance for people getting healthy.
We'll find out for you all.
Okay. Please let us know right away, because that's going to make a difference, I think.
Yes, it does. So trying to think, I know this was a lot of business. We like to make it very relational, but these were a lot of great things. And I think as far as me wanting to close and then letting you guys ask questions or give comments. Oh, yes. For you local people, on August 30th, we'll be at the Heathman. We've got it set aside a room there. And working on, I can't mention our guest speaker yet because she hasn't confirmed yet, but you guys will love her if she comes. Anyway,
Craig and Alex and
we got a great crew that's going to be teaching and stuff. It's going to be wonderful. That's August 30th. We're just going to all be there as a family and have a good time. Jeffrey, if you want to fly in, you're more than welcome. So anyway, but I think one of the things of all the things we covered is you've got all these things to talk about. If it's the simplest thing of talking to people about the popcorn, can you believe they brought popcorn out? This gives you the blanket for for some people. Just all the ebook, all these different things gives you a reason to take all those inactive clients and active clients and call them. And it's not like you're calling them to get an order. You're calling them to give them some information. And I think, personally, I would count it a real blessing for one of you, if I was your past client, if you called and said, hey, I want to send you this book. It's free to you. It's a great read. About an hour, you'll be done. Read it, because that book will mean the world to people, I think. It really turns on some things in your mind and your heart and stuff. So it's just tools to get you talking. Okay? Any questions? Anybody got a comment or something they want to say?
Jeffrey did a great job.
Good job, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question, Jack. It's
Yes.
Carolyn.
Yes.
We were talking about the opt-in button or something we have to click. Is this all going to be on our co-branded website? Is it going to be easy to find? Maybe Jeffrey knows where it's going to go. And the videos, are they going to be one at a time, or how are we going to do? I guess I want to know the logistics. Does anybody know exactly how it's going to work?
On the videos, once they start automatically going to our clients on the 11th, they will have the opportunity to they have to opt in. We're not going to just put an email in their box every morning without them saying it's okay. We as coaches, of course, are going to encourage that, because it's real short, 1.5 minute little video to say something, to teach them something. And so on the web page, I heard it was going to be on our co-branded website. I don't know where, but the 6th. So
Okay.
The 6th of the month then?
August
6th, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And they'll probably come out with more details as we go along too. So, anyone else? Well, Sue and I want to say we appreciate each and every one of you. It's great. I feel the momentum. I know we feel it in our business. I'm excited because of all these great tools that the company has given us to talk about, to use, to help us coach. And our coaching part is really building that relationship with our clients to where they know we really care about them. And so I'm very, very excited. I'm excited for your business. I think some of you newer coaches that are just joined Take Shape. It's just a wonderful time. And so, again, I want to say to you, get with your mentor. I would say you need to bug your mentor once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Once a week. Because that way they can help you move forward. I know that my mentor, Sue's mentor, sees things in us that we don't see. And all they do is just slowly just point us in the right direction. They're very loving. And I promise Sue will be loving if you want her to give you some direction. So
yeah.
But do get with your mentors. You should, one.
Make sure it's Sue.
Say that again?
Just make sure it's Sue instead of you.
Oh, Linda, I'm going to put you on mute.
Hi, Linda.
Anyway, what I will say about what was I going to say?
Michael and Vinny's audio didn't work.
Okay.
They wanted to tell us.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
What was I going to say?
Something
About
insulting.
You should always be turning into your mentors a goal. This is the end of the month, so you should already be preparing your September goals. And I think talking to your mentor once a week, or at least once every 2, whatever your mentor wants, or whatever you can live with. So anyway, I want to encourage you to do that too, okay?
He has an answer about the B Slam. Jeffrey does.
Oh, Jeffrey does? Okay.
Okay.
Just to answer, I forgot who was asked. I think Carolyn asked. Yeah, but it's a great question. So I'm just taking it out of the FAQ sheet that came out on Coach Connection. So I'm just going to read it, and then hopefully this will make it clear. So if I've canceled my B Slim membership previously but would like to sign up again, what should I do? After cancellation, you have 60 days to reinstate your B Slim Club membership and retain all benefits subject to the terms and conditions of B Slim. So I canceled today, and a week later I decided I was crazy and I want it back. I can reinstate it. Keep everything. At least that's how I'm reading it again. Right below it, it says, I canceled my B Slim membership previously, would like to sign up, but it's after the 60-day reinstatement period. What should I do? So to sign up again, you can place a re-entry order to reactivate your B-Slim Club membership. Please note, a re-entry order is not eligible for free or flat rate shipping, but is eligible to earn rewards on your next B-Slim order. So the way I hear that, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just reading it from the sheet, it makes it sound that if it's outside of my 60 days and I want back in, I'm kind of signing up that first one just as a nothing order, but I selected B-Slim so that in the future I will get the shipping and the rewards moving forward. I'm just, again, just taking it from the FAQ. So if that's how you heard it.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does,
yeah,
Jeff. Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
What you read on there, was that you will pay the shipping, but you still get the rewards going on your next order.
but
After, yeah, so you're going to pay shipping.
So it's not like nothing happening for you.
Right.
Yeah.
on the second order, in my understanding, you'll get your rewards and free shipping if you got the 250. Okay, good. That's a good deal.
Mhm.
And as a coach, you can incentivize it, or you can make it work for people's.
Jack, what I did today too is I ran my B-Slim for the last, and then I went back and I ran my old orders, and then I went back in and I checked on ones to see if they had ordered last month and the ones that, or this month. And anyway, I checked them out and I found 3 of my B-Slim people that were affected by the 60-day thing because of being 31 days in this month, that we're going to, what was happening is they were going to process like on the 2nd of next month and the 5th of next month and stuff, and it would made it 61 days.
Yeah.
Because and I just called them.
Yeah.
And told them you're going to want to move that up a day.
Yeah.
And that took
Our
care of
job
it.
is to let them know.
Yes.
What they do with it, and so we just want to be. We don't want to give them reason to be offended as coaches, and so we just move out and do the positive things, and they appreciate it. I talked to her, maybe she appreciates it. She appreciates that we call, just let her know. So, okay. Any more questions, comments? Okay, we went a little long, and I apologize. I knew that we were going to kind of do that, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.